Every grain of essence holds eternity. Just a small thing, but brimming with life. Essence is not meant for mortals. It is meant for Thelos, the god who demands essence. So we oblige, as we have done for centuries, by pledging our lives to Thelos, by bowing our heads. But I will bow no longer. On the day the light dimmed, I set things in motion. I knew there would be fighting. I knew there would be death. The wraiths, enraged by the darkened sun, would take the innocent. But I took that bet. A gamble with a steep price. Hoping that they would awaken.
Where am I? What is this? This light, it calls me. I can hear you. Hello? I can hear you. Where are you? Wait, this is familiar. I have been here before. It keeps repeating. No, no!
You cannot escape.
No, I will not go back! You! Can you help me? Who are you?
I can't lose you! Not now! The wraiths are coming! Please, wake up! Oh, thank the sun. Come, up with you. We have to move.
Tracker? What happened?
The caravan's been attacked by wraiths. I was looking for survivors, but I only found you.
Thank you for coming back for me. I was in this dream.
We're exposed out here. We need to get back to camp, now.
Thank you for saving my life.
I'm a tracker. Finding lost people is what I do.
Still, you always have our backs. But why did this happen? This route has always been safe.
We didn't take our usual route. The Queen changed our course at the last moment.
The Queen? Why should she care for one caravan?
I don't know. This has never happened before. These lands, they are cursed. Wraiths are everywhere.
But the guards, they should have protected us.
Hush, one's coming.
You, unnamed. No loafing, get back to work.
Stay here.
Captain Morath says we leave when the light returns. Move.
Watch that one, child. We unnamed are less than nothing to them.
The way they speak to us.
This eclipse is an ill omen. The gods are on edge. Do not provoke them.
I'll keep clear of them. But did they leave us to die out there?
They ran before they even thought of saving us. What do you expect? Talk to the others. We need to stick together. Try to keep the morale up or we'll die here.
We're strong. I know it. Together. So many were lost, and the others are scared and alone.
Find Warden, Smith, and Herder. We should all talk through this together.
Have you recovered from the storm? Are you better?
I'm getting old. A few years ago... listen to me ramble. I will survive.
Are you hurt? Do you need a healer?
No. Don't worry about me. Heavens abide, though. I could eat a moose.
That settles it. I'll find you something to eat. You mentioned the Queen. She changed our route?
I overheard the guards. Although I don't know why the Thousand-Year Queen herself would take an interest in our caravan. But for her to personally intervene... well... something's afoot, child.
I've heard of the Queen, of course. But I have never seen her in person. Have you?
I have. Once. And I'd much rather not talk about it. She is a monster. Despite having lived for centuries, she has never stood for the people. She only serves Thelos. And their essence needs.
I see. I'll return.
So hungry.
Whoa, stay back. The wraiths are hammering on this thing like there's no tomorrow. Which, well, I suppose there might not be.
We were left behind in the chaos. What happened?
Captain Morath ran, no hesitation. He ordered his carriage away from the race at full speed. I've only seen him once since then. When he threw Builder to the storm.
Builder is... he's dead?
He mouthed off to one of Morath's favorites. Something about shoes, of all things. Next thing I knew, Morath was there. He threw Build out himself. The screams.
We need to discuss our next steps. We cannot stand for this.
We're unnamed. What else should we expect?
They need us alive to keep this caravan going. We have to let them know.
Maybe. But what good will a gathering do? They have swords, friend. We don't even have armor.
It doesn't have to end in a fight. First, we need to come together.
You're right. I'll come to the campfire when I can.
Good. Thank you, brother.
In the meantime, this wraith isn't going to barricade itself off.
Blessing must commence.
I can't sit still with these things out there. We need to do something.
Whatever I do, it will still taste like water.
Hey, you two, get moving.
First time
We're
I see a wraith
exhausted
close up.
and haven't gotten anything to...
What are you doing? Get to work before the gods see us loafing.
Did something happen?
What? No, the guards are... they're vicious. I don't want to be thrown out.
Are you hurt?
Me? No, not yet at least. But Weaver, they just left her there, in the sands. She was alive. I heard her voice. I thought I heard her voice.
Tracker and I were thinking we should meet at the campfire, just to talk about what happened, together.
Oh, no way. They'll throw you out. All of you. I shouldn't even be speaking to you.
Maybe, but what's the alternative? We have to stick together, or we'll all die here.
Okay, I'll come. I just... thank you. As long as I don't need to talk. The memories are still too fresh.
These guards! Have you seen the way they treat us? They won't even look at us when they order us to our deaths. Worms, pigs.
Peace, friend. You don't want to attract Morath's attention.
Let him come. He's the fattest pig of all. He's a damn murderer.
I want to help. I want to help all of us. But we can't change things if we're dead.
Fine. I apologize. But we've all lost someone out there because of them.
Tracker wants to gather and talk about what happened, about what we should do.
You're damn right. We need to attack. Take the initiative.
I don't want to lose more people. We are tired, exhausted. First, we have to stick together.
Yes. Yes, there is strength in numbers. Very well. I will join you by the campfire. Just give the word.
By the campfire, then. We'll be waiting.
I can't sit still with these things out there. We need to do something.
Not much essence left after the catastrophe. Thelos will not be pleased.
I was surprised when our caravan changed the route. Even more when I overheard that it was the Queen's orders. I tried to warn them that this would lead us into the cursed territory. Then the storm rose. We had no chance. The gods fled, cared only for their own lives, left us unnamed to die. Now we are lost. Everyone is unnerved. None of us unnamed dare to stand up for themselves. Yet. But Morath must know that he should care for us. Otherwise, everyone here will die.
Tracker, I've checked on the others. They'll come as soon as they're done with their tasks.
Good. We'll wait until everyone's here.
Are you feeling better?
You didn't happen to find any food, did you?
Not yet, but there's something cooking nearby. I can smell it. I hope they don't take too long.
Friends, thank you for coming.
The situation is dire. We have lost family. The gods are as much a threat as the storm. We need to act.
What can we possibly do? They are guards, soldiers.
They say they don't care, but they need us alive if they want to reach the capital.
Yeah, there's no way they can carry the essence without us.
So I say we fight. There's more of us. We can take them. It's better than to die out there.
The guards have weapons enough for an army. I don't see how this ends with us winning. But with all that we've lost, we may be able to convince the guards to turn on Morath.
Yes, yes.
We have no other option, brothers. Sisters. Desperate times call for, well...
Morath. He can't escape justice. He's a murderer.
Even the guards would be happy if he's out of the picture. But let's not act rashly.
Whatever happens, the most important thing is that we stick together and stay safe. That's how Morath will fall.
So if we agree, let's get through the night and we'll act when we're rested.
Yes. Together.
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 Okay, let's get back to work.
You, what are those workers doing?
I don't know.
Of course you don't.
Captain Morath,
Be silent. I shall see for myself.
Captain Morath! May the sun light your way. Can I...
No. Back to work, all of you. Now. Thelos is watching. Have you seen the mess we're in? And you sit around doing nothing?
There's no law against having a conversation, even for us unnamed.
You dare to...
We need you to listen to us now, or we'll all die. We run this camp. Whether you admit it or not, you need us.
Choose your next words extremely carefully, unnamed. I've run men through for far less.
The Wraiths will overwhelm us all if we don't work together. But we aren't going to die for you.
You all think this is easy, don't you? How typical.
Child, be careful.
That's the problem with people like you. Overwhelmed by savage self-preservation. I did not ask for this either. Thelos challenged us to survive in this storm. Our god is watching us, and this charade puts us all at risk. You, ringleader, you dare talk back to me, then you'll be perfect for a task I have in mind.
Captain, you have to listen to us.
Silence! One of your kind stole something from me and ran into the wastes. Find it. We may reach an accord.
It is death out there. Don't.
If it helps our people, I will do it.
Don't come back before finding that thief.
There is someone up there, and there's something else. Please don't be a wraith.
Come closer.
What is this voice?
Here. I am here.
What is that?
Closer. Yes, I feel you. Closer.
Something's... Whoa, wait! What?
At last. I see again.
Wait, who are you?
No
Where
time.
are you? Marie! Oh no! Oh no!
Concentrate. Use my strength. I will aid you. Do not be afraid. Use the gauntlet.
What just happened? My body moved on its own. And these weapons.
See? Together we are strong.
Who are you?
I am... Wait. Who am I? I am Nayal. But... I don't remember.
I defeated a wraith. How?
We defeated that wraith. I never thought someone would hear my voice again.
Okay. Let's find some place safe first. I think I need a moment.
The gauntlet calls the sand. Feel it around you. Feel the momentum rising. When you keep up the momentum, the energy released by the gauntlet grows. Be careful, as momentum is a double-edged blade. Your sword becomes stronger the more energy you harness. There is something attached to the gauntlet. It's an idol. You can use it to heal your wounds. Thank you for trusting me. I've been stuck here. I don't remember how long.
I don't trust you just yet. But if we can protect people from the wraiths, it's a good start.
Are you on your own?
I'm part of a caravan. We were attacked by wraiths and settled nearby. What is this gauntlet? What's it doing out here?
I wish I could remember, but I know the gauntlet is incomplete. It only has a fraction of its power.
I see.
We should get out of this pit. I can help you now, I think.
With this gauntlet, I can help my friends. I can help everyone. But first, I need that thief.
Actually, you should take care of the race first.
That's where I saw the thief earlier.
Are you looking for someone?
It's a long story.
Defeated those monsters? How?
Honestly, I'm still working that out myself. Did you think you could survive this desert? What was the plan?
I thought I'd take my chances. Anywhere but under Morath's boot.
But we're stronger together. We could use someone like you.
I don't know about that.
I came to retrieve what you stole from Morath.
You risked your life for this?
Not for this. For my friends. Give me that thing. I can talk to Morath. We'll work this out. Somehow.
I can't go back. You'll kill me. But take the darn thing. It's of no use to me now.
Thank you. Wait here. I'll return. Stay safe, friend. Hey, find Morath. I have his memento.
Fetch the captain.
Yes, sir.
As for you, stay where you are.
I'm not going anywhere.
So, you survived. Impressive. For filth like you. Perhaps a stronger show of force is required. Why don't we... Wait. On your arm. What is that?
I don't know. I found it.
Then it is mine. Curious. What? You brought us a curse. Seize this one. Inside. Now. I'll get rid of this.
Curse you, Morath. Gone. With the gauntlet. And that voice is gone too. I have to get it back. I need to find them. Perhaps Tracker can help.
You're alive. I was getting worried that Morath had thrown your body in the sands. We had... Child, I saw what happened. The gauntlet. I know that artifact. Don't ask how, but I do. It is a weapon. A powerful weapon.
I heard a voice. It spoke to me in my head.
Hush now. Listen. You must retrieve that artifact. Morath can't be allowed to have it.
That power. We could use it to free ourselves from him.
Yes. It was used in the past. By the Knights of Bastingar. They used it to defy the Queen 10 years ago. To save the people.
But weren't they defeated?
They were. But the gauntlet spoke to you. You have to get it back. It could save us all. Morath went through the upper camp. They were looking for workers. Tell them I sent you. We are counting on you. I'm glad you're back. Come, we must talk.
Tracker sent me to work in the upper camp.
Go join the other unnamed at the graves behind the tents on the left side. Quickly now. Why should I be standing here? If Morath can just decide to leave us all behind. He only follows Thelos.
What's this? I found him near the camp.
From
He
grace
was
and
trying
eyes
to
of
sneak
Thelos.
in.
Please, we need the sun. They don't have the power to dominate.
Don't come closer. You have no business here, unnamed.
Did Morath come through here?
You think this concerns you? Stop snooping around. Back to work.
I've come to volunteer to fend off the wraiths outside.
Ha! Sure. Better get some armor before going out then, if you're going to be useful at all. The vendor has what you need. Now get lost.
Fine. I'll get going.
You have tributes? Spend them here. Well, aren't you a surprise? I have seen what you did in the lower camp. You have guts. I will not ask of your name, naturally, but it is my pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I don't think we've met.
Ah, my name, of course. Let's see. Let us be equals. I am a vendor, and I travel. So you can call me the Traveling Vendor. I joined the caravan at the last stop, right before we went into the storm, which was not the best decision. My wares are so divine, only I, of all the thousands of vendors out there, am allowed to sell to the caravans. Not that it worked out so well on this particular trip, but still. Speaking of business, anything you need from me?
If you've come to volunteer to go out there, be my guest.
Yes. I don't want to sit around anymore.
Well, one less unnamed for me to worry about.
Here. Listen. Cave. Uphill. Come to me. Endless. You're back. I can feel you.
The gauntlet must be near. And Morath.
You.
Return the gauntlet.
Gods! Pathetic. I should have expected as much from one of your kind. When will you learn? You are unnamed for a reason, and no one will ever notice. One more dead unnamed. Wait.
Return to me.
Where am I?
You are here. I was... Why did you leave me?
I didn't. You were taken by Morath.
I see. Thank you for coming back. Now it is my turn to keep you safe. Watch. I can protect you. See? My sand skin will leave them crystallized, but it will not last long.
I can't believe we survived.
We should make for that exit.
Wait, what are you?
A spirit of some kind? I don't remember. But that name, Thelos, I know it. Thelos, the order, the sun. It means something to me. I'm starting to remember my powers.
Later, let's move. We're out.
That thing. I know it.
The Watcher?
It's coming this way.
Filth!
Damn it.
Give me the relic. It is not for the likes of you to have. It is mine. Thelos demands it.
This isn't good.
You have stirred enough trouble. I will...
Captain! It's the Queen!
Ah!
Whoa! Whoa! We need to leave. Now! Faster! Faster!
What is this? What's happening?
The sand is under our control. It carries us.
Right. Okay. Oh, you better know what you're doing, because I don't.
next time! I thought I was going to die!
Sorry. My mind is blurry at best. The Queen, the Watcher. We have to get away from them.
My friends! They'll be going to the capital. I need to find them there.
Isn't this where the Queen would live? And you want to go there after what happened?
Tracker mentioned the Knights of Bastingar used the gauntlet in the past. They must know more about you.
The Knights. Bastingar. It sounds so familiar, yes. Let's find these Knights then. Before we reach the capital, preferably. There's a passage ahead.
You mean a hole? Wait!
Trust me.
I can't feel my legs.
My sands will cushion you, mostly.
We should be pretty far from the caravan now.
Back there, someone guided the Watcher.
The Queen?
The Queen. Yes, the 1,000-year Queen. She is the avatar of Thelos. I know this. It is all very puzzling. But we have escaped for the time being. We should keep going. I sense people not too far from here. There's a settlement nearby.
It could be Castrum 7. It's a caravan relay. They might know something about the Knights. Let's get out of these caverns.
I sense something nearby. In the ground.
That structure there?
No, it's more metal.
What's this? The gauntlet reacts to it.
It calls me. I remember something. That structure we saw on the ground. We can unearth it.
What? Unearth how?
Again, trust me.
Whoa! It's like I'm grabbing sand in my hand. It felt so weird.
That metal thing in the ground. It was broken, but there must be others. This power to unearth what is beneath the sand should prove useful. It is powerful. It is an essence stone. Go! Keep the momentum flowing to unlock its power. Do you feel it? The stone responds to momentum. The momentum will fade when we stop attacking wraiths. I sense another essence stone nearby. In that open chest. This one's different. It is more impactful. Now, unleash its powers. Sense a draft. We are near the surface. There used to be mountains here. Streams, forests.
Are you still sensing the settlement?
Yes. It's not too far up ahead. Wait, there's another metal object ahead. An anvil, yes. Maybe I can remember more.
What? Stop! Stay back! Wait. Wait. You... The voice in my head?
Yes, this device allows me to project myself, but not move. Curious. I am Niall.
Yes, Niall. You already told me that, but all of this... Tell me what is happening. What even are you?
I am a spirit, I guess. Sorry, my memory still is unsatisfying. The gauntlet you have is an ancient artifact containing, well, me. This anvil, it connects to the sands in this place. I sense memories through it. Not only mine, the sands' memories. Something you need to see.
What? How,
10 years ago, the Knights of Bastinga rebelled against us. They stood at their greatest keep in Caladrias, a fortress that had stood for centuries. Still, their hope was misguided, and their courage was greater than their reason. I had warned them against recklessness, that I would be compelled to put them down, but they did not listen. So Thelos demanded the purge, and I did their bidding. The battle was joined, but our forces were too far apart. The knights, however, had a secret hope. A gauntlet from the most ancient times, filled with magic that could match my own. However, it was a meager hope. The gauntlet could not be wielded. It was not ready, and it bit them instead. The symbol of their hope fell, and in one flash of light, it took from them everything. Thus, the rebellion ended. As the light dimmed, the sands settled, and silence took reign.
What was that?
This vision was from the past. The Knights of Bastingar. They used the gauntlet in the past. But it didn't work.
In that vision, the gauntlet seems to have exploded. Is this thing even safe?
I'm sorry. I didn't remember before. I wish I could say it is, but in this state, it is unstable. But don't worry, it can be repaired.
I do worry. I don't want the same thing to happen to me. You say you're a spirit, but you don't remember?
I do not know. I remember a prison, battle and death and battle. Over and over. And before, only fragments.
The knights appeared in that vision. Tracker was right. They know about the gauntlet.
Then our objective remains unchanged. I also want to know more about what happened. And about me.
And once we're done, we can reach Tracker and the others at the capital. Oh, I hope they are safe.
This anvil brought me another memory. We should now be able to leap through the air.
Wait, as in fly?
No, not fly. Just try it and you'll see.
Wow! This is... wow!
Please stay focused. A chasm too wide to merely jump across. But for you, barely an obstacle at all.
No? What's going on? Niall?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! Hey!
Wake up! Wake up!
Come on. Come on! Oh, shit! I mean, thank Thelos. You're still alive.
He was trying to steal the gauntlet. End him!
What? Back off!
I was merely attempting to revive you, and it looks like I was successful. You put on quite the show. Blinding light, a rush of air. Oh, then there you were.
Your face is familiar.
I don't think we've had the pleasure, friend. I'm Arif, at your service.
What did you want with the gauntlet?
Oh, I heard stories about it. How dangerous it is and how people who wield it might disappear and never be found.
How do you know about this? Where did you hear that?
My, how inquisitive. Let's say I heard it from friends.
Friends, Well, I'm looking for some friends too. The Knights of Bastingar. Do you know about them?
Can't say I do. But if you want to meet them, there's a path to Bastingar right there.
Where?
Behind me. There's a gate. Beneath a bunch of sand.
I can help with that.
Yeah, right. If you say so. You do that. In case you're tired and want to rest, there's a village nearby. Here, take this as an apology. It's rudimentary, but you can expand it. Let's meet at the village later. I'll see you around.
I don't think I like this man.
At least he's given us information. If the Knights are behind that gate, can we unearth it?
You might have hurt your head. Do you remember what just happened? The gauntlet is unstable. And not only that, it is incomplete. It doesn't have enough power to unearth something this large. Yet.
Yet? Can it be fixed?
Trust is complicated, I see. But yes, we can fix the gauntlet. Remember the vision and the gauntlet's explosion? Its pieces were scattered across the lands. If we get them back, we can reforge the gauntlet bit by bit, getting new powers along the way, and preventing further explosions.
Great. How can we find them then?
I sense a powerful piece nearby. We can start with this one. We do not yet have the strength to unearth the gate. Come, let us change that. There, the piece I sensed.
I see something around it.
It seems to be protected by some magic. Watch out, Riz! We can channel it into shattering blows. It is more powerful. We should be able to get the piece now. The gauntlet should be stable now, but the piece you found is still dormant. It needs enough of its shards to be properly forged into the gauntlet.
Can you sense these shards too?
Yes, let me show you. You see the beacons of light? Everyone is a shard calling out to you, to the gauntlet.
Can we unearth the gate to the Knights once we have them?
Yes. And with that, more powers. More memories.
I guess it's a bit much to take in. I will need your help.
And I will be here. I need you to be safe, too. Use my senses if you lose sight of them, and they will guide the way. The gauntlet should be stable now. That's a relief.
Yes, I can only agree.
The shard is now free to take. This should save the villagers from further wraith attacks. As soon as we get to an anvil, we can begin to reforge the gauntlet. And with that, get the power to spring further into the air.
Well, someone is excited.
Aren't you?
Why did Thelos conjure these wraiths? I pray every day.
I would rather you work more.
I must say, even I enjoy this air dashing. I sense another piece, underneath great ruins. We must look for them.
You'll be happy to know that I have begun to reforge the gauntlet successfully. And still no explosion.
Are you sure? Because that thing still doesn't look safe at all.
If I can reach Bastingar, how far is it to the capital?
You want to go to Leithesta? It is quite simple from Bastingar. That is, if you can get to Bastingar in the first place. Also, I was thinking, there is probably a piece of that thing in the keep west of here. Might be worth checking.
Thanks. I'll take a look.
Hey, you! It's dangerous in there. Come over here. What are you doing here? You don't look like you've come for research.
What is that supposed to mean?
Apologies, I'm not good with people. My wife and I were studying in the library here when the bridges collapsed. But we dare not go further. We saw a huge wraith in the cathedral. If you know what's good for you, you shouldn't go in there.
Thank you for the warning, but there is something in there that I need.
Well, don't say I didn't try to stop you. But let me think. I found these old documents that look like instructions to make an essence stone. According to it, the stone can break any wraith's posture. Whatever that means. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Here you go.
The villagers are going to leave with me. You can come. Staying here would mean death.
Where are we going?
To Bastingar.
Oh, then I'm definitely coming. If I can meet knights, I mean. I can't imagine.
These documents you found, what did they say about essence stones?
They seem to suggest that stones were being researched hundreds of years ago. But suddenly, all records of them disappeared. Nobody wrote about them anywhere.
This sounds like Thelos' hand at play.
So, they are shrouded in mystery. But surely useful for you, carrying this mystery around.
I'll go now. Good luck with your studies.
There is something here, in the sand. Stay on your guard. the major piece we need to unearth the Knight's Gate.
Now, we just need more shards and we can forge it into the gauntlet.
Yes, but stay alert. I've been sensing something ever since we arrived. Beautiful. A fine performance.
I thought we were done for.
This battle. I remember something now. We can use the sand in another way. Coat your arms in sand and fight with it. We should be able to unearth the passage to Bastengar now. The gate will rise with our will.
Will it really work? It's way bigger than anything we've moved yet.
Trust. Faith. You need more of these.
You return. Did you find something?
I am ready to open the passage to Bastengar. You can tell the villagers to follow.
Not so fast. Actually, there's still an obstacle. A pretty sandy one. A large wraith is waiting on the stone bridge. It's dangerous for anyone to cross. But you...
So I should just remove that wraith? How big is it?
Nothing you can't handle, I guess.
Thank you for the useful information, as always.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I even got you a little something that will help.
It's... armor?
Was worn by the best warriors this land has known. Now, you show that wraith some manners.
Welcome to our castrum. Arif told me about you, so to speak. He said you were trying to unearth the passageway to Bastengar. Can I trust that thing in your arm is safe for us?
Yes, I took care of it. It shouldn't cause any problem.
Good. I am old 7. I try to keep things in order here, so to speak. But things are not how they used to be. Wraiths are everywhere, and many of my people were stuck in the wild after our bridges collapsed. We are working to get them a way to cross, so to speak. But I fear for our future.
I'm trying to reach Bastengar. With my powers, I may be able to lift the gate out of the sand. If the knights are still there, you could find help.
I will wait until I see it. But you bring hope, and that is a beginning.
I need to go.
Please come back when you have any questions. Welcome back, my friend. We are making prepper. Now we only need the...
It will not take...
What can
I took care of the wraiths you told me about.
Thelos protect you. That should give us a bit of rest, so to speak. We need that safety to make preparations for our departure. I can't believe you did it. So you really can fight the wraiths. Here. This is not much, so to speak, but it's all I can spare now. If you are looking for more artifacts like that shard, there are more in the desert. And my people might help. Many got stuck there when the bridges collapsed. I'm sure you can be of mutual help, so to speak.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can find a way to get them back safely.
I can only hope you can.
Wait. Here it comes.
The bridge! No!
Stay back! It's too dangerous!
This must be it!
The Wraith! Use caution. This foe is dangerous. That thing was waiting for us.
It went towards the Knight's Gate to block our way.
Then let's end it. We're strong enough now. The gate to Bastengar. Long ago, this was a passage of many riches and brave women and men. One day, maybe, it can go back to better times. We can finally raise this gate. We should make sure we are done with everything here. We might not come back. I can still sense a strange wraith lurking around the nearest anvil. It might be worth dealing with. But it is as you wish. Are you ready to leave now?
It took some effort, but we're finally here. Let's see if Arif was telling the truth.
does work.
I didn't know that the mountains here stretched this far. We've been walking for hours.
I wouldn't complain. We're lucky enough the passage didn't collapse on us. That's the gate. It's been... guess we didn't go unnoticed. Oh, curse it.
What?
Let me do the talking. She knows me. Kendra, it is good to... Ow! Ouch.
Yes, she does seem to know you.
Okay, I guess I deserved that, but wait. Hear me out.
Arif, you failed us. You failed the Knights. And now you bring that thing back here?
The gauntlet is complete, nearly, and powerful. So powerful, Kendra. Valerie was right. She was right.
Keep my sister's name out of your mouth.
Fetch her. She'll tell you I'm right.
She is... gone.
Gone? I don't understand.
You men, find a place for the refugees. Bring food and shelter. As for you, what did he promise you?
That you could help me learn more about the gauntlet.
It is possible we can help each other. I have business to attend to. Visit me and we shall see. And get this traitor out of my sight.
This is completely unnecessary.
As I said, only 10 people at a time can go through. Please, have patience.
My daughter is already in. I need to get to her.
You can meet up later. We have to make sure everyone is healthy.
If you're really here to help, you should talk to the commander. You can find her in the fortress, in the main hall.
This is utterly ridiculous.
I can't wait to walk under the sun. We can rest and grow stronger there.
I always enjoyed exploring the caves around here.
Look at this place. Not only did they survive, they also formed an army. My memories are slowly coming back. The Essence Stone...
The commander is waiting for you in the main hall.
Out of the way!
We need to speak to your leader. Many of us in the camp.
The patrol never returned from the sunken city. Wraiths were spotted. We expect the worst. They might be behind the sun gates we couldn't open before.
Why did she have to disappear now?
We will keep looking for her, Commander. But you can't keep sending us into this hellhole.
You're here. The name's Kendra Taj. I'm the commander of the Proud Knights of Bastingar, or what remains of them. I'm sorry for the spectacle earlier. That man you came with. He's a traitor. And the fact that he brought you with that thing, let's just say it raises questions.
I came here looking for answers about this gauntlet. Arif had little to do with it.
Well, the only person who knew anything about this cursed thing is missing, so you're out of luck.
Missing? Is it that Valerie person you mentioned?
I don't see why we're having this conversation. You're a disaster waiting to happen.
Maybe I can help you find her. Then you can see that I can be trusted.
Right. Valerie, my sister, she also believed she could use the gauntlet. But in the end, it cost us everything. Our honor, our homes, and so many lives. But despite all this, she remained obsessed with that thing.
Let me find her. I can show you that this time, the gauntlet is on our side.
She was sure she'd find answers in the sunken city. But no one has seen her for quite some time now. All right. I will tell my knights to let you pass towards the sunken city. Valerie had her study there.
The sunken city?
You'll see when you get there. You have set high expectations. I can only hope you deliver.
How can I get into the sunken city?
The entrance is beneath the bridge leading out of the fortress. Take the left branch and tread carefully.
What have you done with the reef?
That traitor is in a cell. You'll find it up the stairs on your left when you leave the room. But don't try anything funny. That wouldn't help you showing that you can be trusted. When you have earned my trust, then I will consider freeing that scoundrel.
I will return when I've found Valerie.
Looking at the watch...
I gave an order this morning. A routine patrol reassignment. But Maxon looked at me as if I'd just insulted his mother. They never looked at a reef like that. When he gave an order, he did it with a smile and a joke. And people loved him for it. They trusted him. I'm not... I lack that skill. Interpersonality. Guile. I have everyone's respect, but not their love. Yet that is the greatest strength. Trust is a bulwark against fear. They may do as I say, but some don't mean it. I must try harder. Empathize. Smile. For them and for myself. So it's come to this. Letters. As if we were politicians negotiating a treaty. I understand why you felt you couldn't talk to me directly. I cannot support you in the way Arif did. Blindly, guided by faith over fact. But we need you now more than ever. The sunken city is more perilous than ever. Wraiths in every corner daily collapses. I worry for your safety. Can't I at least do that as a sister? Return to us. To me, please. We need you. I need you.
Greetings?
So, feeling right back at home, are we? With your old friends?
If I thought my history with the Knights was relevant to our task, well, I would have mentioned it.
Anything else you are hiding?
Much, but none of it is, relevant. Trust me.
So, here you are. Can I help you with anything?
Yes, please. First of all, food. Real food. People aren't exactly happy that I'm here. And as you can imagine, I'm only getting leftovers. If you'd talk to the cook in the fortress, I'd be most thankful. Maybe even thankful enough to give you something for your kind gesture. A dye, perhaps? I was going to sell it for a pretty penny, but given the situation, I'm sure it'd be far better in your hands. And ideally, don't tell them it's for me, if you know what I mean.
I'll talk to the cook. You realize that if this gate does not hold,
I have
we are
something
done
for you.
Kendra trusts us, and we trust in the gate.
Or Kendra wants us gone for some reason.
What on earth happened here?
This must be the sunken city Kendra told us about.
Why would anyone come here?
I sense a dormant power deep within this place.
Is it Valerie?
No. There are no signs of life. Another anvil is close. Do you feel it? Look at all this destruction.
It's like the ground itself split apart.
I do not even want to consider the number of lives that were lost. This looks like our only way into the palace. But if we leave here, there's no turning back.
I have a bad feeling about this place.
My feeling also. I sense something here, watching us.
The anvil. Something is dragging it down in the sand.
Curse Thelos! Their fiends are everywhere! was a decent challenge. Now shatter them for good.
That was a lot.
You acquitted yourself well. Be proud. Now, let us retrieve this anvil from under the sands. There are more memories around here. You should learn about them.
I'm ready. Show me.
Long before this world became what it is today, gods walked Atlas. But these were not simpler times, as there was discord among them. One wanted humans to be their equals, and they forged tools for them to be free from the gods. But the other didn't trust humans with weapons. They wanted the people under their protection, under their control. It was then that the god of chaos forged a great weapon. A gauntlet that would rival Thelos' power. They challenged Thelos, and their battle ravaged the earth, changed it forever. Thelos prevailed. They shattered their enemy and imprisoned them into a realm of endless struggle from which they would never, ever break through. Thus, the story of the other god was lost, and nobody now remembers the god of chaos, Nayar.
This. I remember now. Parts of it.
You are a god? A god of chaos?
Chaos? No. I am the god of freedom, change.
You're not really inside this thing?
No. I created the gauntlet, but it seems to be only a vessel for my spirit. I am trapped somewhere, in a prison of Thelos' design.
So, you have fought Thelos?
With the aid of humans. A human who carried the gauntlet. It was not enough.
Is the Queen really our enemy?
She did spell the Knight's doom. There is no way to know what she might do next. We need to face her somehow. Only she knows the truth about this world.
How can chaos bring forth something good? It is destructive.
It destroys the old, yes. And only then something new can arise. Something free, untamed. Without chaos, there is no freedom. And the world becomes stale as it is today.
We should look around for more hints about Valerie.
Old notes about combining essence stones.
So she was researching them.
There's a lot of stuff in here. This armor looks usable. And there's a journal.
It seems Valerie went towards the capital.
But the journal is missing pages.
We could look for them if you feel the need. But this should already be enough for Kendra. That should be everything. We should improve the gauntlet and get out of here.
A comb in the shape of Thelos. Why would Valerie have this?
I think we found everything. Let's improve the gauntlet and get out of here. If anyone could be using essence stones, the world would be different. It would be better, I am sure of it.
So the hero returns. Did you find anything?
I found Valerie's journal. She's headed for Lythesta.
Impossible. My scouts would have seen her.
You might want to read her journal. She mentioned a partner. She was not working alone. Some pages were missing, but I found them all. She writes of something strange, some power in the wildlands, and she hints that this partner is a woman.
Did she? Was there any clue to her current location?
No, but I would place my bets on Lythesta.
Interesting. Anything more?
There is another god, a rival to Thelos, Nile, and a part of them resides here, inside the gauntlet.
I don't understand. There is only one so-called god. One.
There was a war. Nile fought for the people, for humanity, and when they fell, they were locked away. Forgotten.
How do you know this?
They speak to me through the gauntlet.
This is... I need time to think. Please.
What about a reef?
I will see him released. But I want you watching him at all times. Now go and get him, while I collect my thoughts.
Have you found Valerie?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry. But it is possible she went to the capital.
When Valerie wore the gauntlet, she said it felt like something tried to connect to it. But then, it exploded.
It's a miracle she survived the blast. Then again, so did you.
Maybe this will bring Kendra to her senses. I can help if she lets me go.
That is why I'm here.
Just in time. I was beginning to tire of this place. What happened? Tell me everything.
The gauntlet is a vessel, or a conduit for speaking to Nile.
Nile?
A god. Thelos' rival cast down by them many hundreds of years ago. It contains their power, the strength.
And you told Kendra all this. What did she say?
She needs time. Let us wait until she calls us.
Thanks, friend. I mean it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your patience.
Well, thank you for releasing me from that hole. Finally, I can breathe unfettered air.
I considered your words of gods and ancient wars, and I believe you. I believe it is time to right the wrong done to us 10 years ago.
Finally. I mean, yes. Yes, this is perfect.
The Queen must pay with her life, and you must be the one to take it.
Me?
You have proven your skills. We march on Lethesta. Will you join us? Help us right the wrongs of the past.
Yes, yes! Our path takes us to the capital, and to remove the avatar of Thelos. This works to our advantage.
I have seen what she did to you, and I have reasons of my own to face her. I agree.
Very well. It is settled.
The gauntlet was always the key. Let us see what it can really do.
Prepare the troops. We journey to war. I look forward to working with you, Gauntlet Bearer.
We'll train hard and join you soon.
We will miss you.
You're tired and the idol is weak. Let us find an anvil to catch our breath.
The time is finally here. Let us go over the plan again. Our objective is to kill the Thousand-Year Queen and take over the capital, Lethesta. The city is preparing for the Essence Blessing. Arif is already there to find out how to use it to our advantage. In the meantime, we will prepare for the attack. But? Our forces are limited. If you can spare some time to help with the preparations, talk to my lieutenant.
Got it. I will see what I can do.
We'll keep our eyes on the capital, and I have a falcon keeping track of Arif. I'll know if he goes astray.
We'll send you a signal when we are ready.
The gauntlet hears the echo of an anvil. To think that this unseeming cave above the road was the secret gate to Bastengar.
The old ways of the knights. Who knows how many of them have been forgotten?
The gauntlet hears the echo of an anvil.
It seems so cruel sometimes, being robbed of even a name. I had one once. Teacher told me, but they stole it. But then, he also said there was a reward for people who worked hard, who did the unnamed proud. I've not seen it. We're told we work for Thelos. But who is Thelos? What God would subject their children to this life? Maybe they're too powerful. So big that they can't see us anymore, us people. Yeah, they see countries and kings, not diggers and haulers, unless they're good. So I work, and hold to the hope teacher wasn't talking out of his arse.
What's going on?
As I told the others, the gates to the city are closed. Move along.
What? Why?
We suspect an imminent surge of wraiths. If you don't want to get killed, you should leave. The Enlightened at the estate were supposed to do something about it, but the fires are still not lit.
How do I get to the priest's estate?
Turn around and look southeast. It's on the hill there, by the sunflower fields.
I must leave.
High Priest, is this sufficient?
Thelos is still angry with you. You are that unnamed with the cursed relic.
If you've heard about me, then it makes things easier. What is going on with the fires? The city is blocked and people could be in danger.
Don't tell me what I already know, Curse-bearer. Thelos's rage is upon us. There are wraiths everywhere, and we cannot reach the eternal shrines. We Enlightened are not the same as you. We are too important to die.
Pathetic, incompetent cowards.
The people are in danger while you do nothing? How do we light these fires? Tell me.
You would light the eternal shrines. Well, why not? After all, you can be useful.
Shorten your sermon, priest, or I might really curse you.
Find oil in the storage room upstairs and use it on the shrines. It will attract the wraiths away from the city. Now go if you must.
I despise these knights. They should have remained where the Queen dropped them, on the fringes of civilization. I have consulted the scripture. Almighty Thelos declared them a neutral entity in their holy eyes. They were tolerant and benevolent.
Well, we weren't looking for this, but interesting. This is about a priest who broke the rules.
What could a priest do to fall from grace and be imprisoned? This oil, it's mixed in with essence.
Will this attract the wraiths then?
Not sure where, but yes. I can see this working somehow.
High Priest, is this sufficient?
I have lit the shrines. Will the city be protected now?
So you really are capable. Yes, the Eternal Shrine shall distract the wraiths for the city.
Why are there so many wraiths anyway? And so strong? Is it always like this?
No. If I may correct your ignorance, the wraiths are attracted by the gathering of essence.
It happens every year, for the Essence Blessing ritual.
It is our role to light the...
Enlightened?
What do you want, insolent? Can't you see I was speaking?
But it's the city. Wraiths are at the door of Lethesta. They're calling for help.
What?
Damn it. We have to help.
Wait.
What do you want? I have to go.
Take this. These are the robes of the Holy Guards. They hold great power.
So you can be useful then.
Go, insolent.
All the people. They're dead.
This level of destruction. Be careful. Something is coming.
What is that?
I have never seen its like before.
Is that the thing that killed everyone?
We must take it down, now!
Keep firing! Archers!
That wraith was something.
It killed all these people. If it had entered the city...
They put their trust in the Enlightened, yet they are nothing but deceivers, playing with powers they do not understand. And even when you, an unnamed, risk your life to defend the people, they praise Thelos and the Queen.
I'm just glad I can protect people now.
But for how long? This has to end, one way or another.
Let's get into the city. We know what we have to do.
What? How? You saved us. What was that? Magic? Are you with the Enlightened?
Let's say I am. So, can you open the gates now?
Sure. Open the gates! Thelos praise you.
Fools, not realizing that Thelos is the reason wraiths exist.
Unnamed. We were fated to meet again. Filth. Bringing that cursed relic into this holy city.
This cursed relic has just saved your skin.
Insolence. But I am an honorable man. I can only see that the people of Lethesta will be thankful to you, despite your true worth.
That last fight took its toll, but I can still deal with you.
Thelos has chosen me once, and you ran. Do not run next time. The people may be thankful, but I still know what you are. Do not disturb this holy place. I have my eyes on you.
Do you not want to deal with him?
I think we have better things to do. We shouldn't forget that we are in Thelos' territory.
Indeed. They could attack at any moment.
Now, a reef. We need to find a reef.
係，個
gauntlet bearer. Over here. Got a message for you. From a friend.
I was looking for you. Arif wants you to know that he's waiting near the entrance to the palace.
Thank you. You seem to know a lot.
We see a lot in the city. We are always willing to give you information.
I don't need anything right now.
Get your spices here!
Lots of weapons being smuggled today. The Queen must be informed.
Oh, she lies! I have the best prices around town. I haven't heard from the mining village in weeks.
The merchants talk about it. More supplies there.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here. Rather, leave.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
Ah, you got in. I was able to enter before they closed the gate. I understand you were not so lucky.
It took some effort, but I'm here. Did you do your part?
Surely you jest. Kendra has her damn bird following me around, pecking me if I slack off. I had a look around, yes, and I think I found our way in. The palace is tightly guarded, but there is something we could use to create an opening.
The Essence Blessing?
Ah, I see that you've caught on. If something were to happen during the ritual, the gods would be too busy to see us get in.
What do you have in mind?
We have to know more about how the ritual will be performed. Learn what you can at the spire. You can get in from the main plaza.
Why didn't you start from there?
My face is too known in the capital. They would not let me in. But someone like you could, after that feat you performed to save the city.
I see.
Once you're done, find a friend, Graveler, in the lower city. He might be able to help.
Stop! By order of the Queen. No.
We would best keep a low profile.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
Anyone will be punished who interrupts the Essence Blessing.
Do not get back to work now, unnamed. No
The
breaks
Essence
now.
Blessing is underway.
Thelos, O everlasting blaze.
Destroyer of darkness and chaos.
Let us find what you seek.
Never saw you around here before. Now is not a good time.
I'll be on my way quick. I just want to know how the essence ritual works.
Oh, right. I see. All the collected sand goes into the kiln where it is burned. You should get interested in that. I happened upon this old document. It'll probably be more useful for you for whatever it is you're doing.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I'm just as sick as you of what's happening here. But I said nothing. Good luck.
What do you want? I'm working good, see?
Relax. I am a fellow unnamed. I just want to know how the essence ritual works.
Okay. Phew. I thought you were with them. Not much I can tell you, I'm afraid. The Enlightened don't allow anyone but us unnamed inside the kiln. And only with sand for the ritual.
All praise to the god of the sun.
What do you want? What can you tell me about the essence blessing?
Without the kiln here, in the spire, the blessing wouldn't work. The chants of the priests would be useless.
So this kiln is where it all comes together. You will need to get in there.
And this friend of a reef has to tell us what to do there.
And as long as the essence flows, Thelos will watch over us and protect
Bloody
us from
priests! Who are they to preach it?
Over here.
You're the gauntlet bearer Arif told me about.
Are you Graveler? A reef sends me. We want to disrupt the essence blessing and...
Not so loud. Quietly. I know about your foolish idea to get to the Queen, but I'm not cooperating with that unless you have a plan.
The kiln in the heart of the spire is essential for the blessing. We must sabotage it.
First, you'd need to get to the kiln.
In my old clothes, I'll look like any of the unnamed workers.
And then what's the plan? What's the sabotage?
I'm not sure. I was just thinking of destroying the oven, perhaps.
Amateur. I can think of something that would be flashier. Something corrupted the essence in our mine. Nasty thing spread like a tumor. Throw whatever it is in the kiln, and it would create a shit show.
So this something that corrupts the essence, where is it?
Unsure. But it should be deep in the southwest mine.
I'll meet with the reef and talk. Let's keep all this between us.
Brother, do you think anyone else will come this way?
As long as the essence flows, Thelos
An
will
anvil.
watch over us.
We can rest and grow stronger there.
If your duties have a crushing weight, remember that Thelos has the weight of the world.
Hey, Gauntlet Power! You did a swift job on that buried gate. Phew!
The people here have even more miserable lives than the unnamed in the city.
It's not their fault. They were seen as disposable.
I see hope in their eyes when they look at you. This is a powerful seal. I can feel something. Deep underground.
A piece of the gauntlet.
No. It is different. I do not know what it is. The gauntlet's power can be greater. The anvil can let it use more essence stones.
We need new tools.
What brings you to a desolate place like this?
Graveler sent me. He said I could find something here that corrupts the essence.
In the mine, yes. But the watchtower above us means getting down there is impossible. There's another group headed there now, led by a woman who just arrived. This tracker is very determined.
Tracker?
She arrived a few days ago. Could barely walk, but she was determined we'd do something. They left a few hours back. Then there was an explosion. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure the old path up is still intact. You'll have to see for yourself.
Is there another way up?
There's a camp of hunters by the road to Lithesta. One of them, an odd one, knows this area. Maybe he can help you.
There was a wooden path leading up there.
Not anymore. We need to find our own path to the watchtower. That thing in the ground. It could help us get to the watchtower. We may be able to reach Tracker and the hunters the miner mentioned.
It doesn't seem like I can unearth it.
Yeah. There's a missing piece we would need to do it. It is time to put this essence we have been accumulating to use. I can feel them, wound tight as wire on a spool. These are formidable people.
I am looking for a hunter. An odd one. I've been told he would know specifics on this area.
I presume you are this gauntlet bearer I've been hearing about.
I am.
So it's true what they say. There's another hunter of Wraiths in our territory.
You hunt Wraith?
Yes, but just the small ones. They leave essence materials behind. Useful and precious stuff. And lucrative.
Do you know of any odd hunter, then?
Plenty of odd people around here. But there is one I can think of. Might be your guy. He lives southeast from here. Let me mark it for you. But yes, he is odd. I would describe him as such.
Greetings. I was told that you might be able to help me. I need to reach the watchtower up on the cliff, but the path has been destroyed by an explosion.
I was waiting for you. I have a piece of that gauntlet.
Wait, what? How do you... Who are you?
I'm a friend who wants Thelos gone and my master safe.
What master? I will need more than that.
I don't sense anything amiss. The piece is genuine.
Don't worry. You'll meet my master soon enough.
This is it. This piece is the final part of the unearth power. With it, you will be able to unearth and reveal structures of the ancient past. And with them, we can surely reach the watchtower. We just need more shards to make it work. We should be able to unearth that ancient structure now. We made it to the watchtower. This abomination has threatened the village far too long.
We should do everything we can to save the villagers.
Help! We're trapped here!
Can it be? Tracker! Are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine. How about you, old woman?
I'll be okay. Thanks to you. Is that really you? Alive?
Looks like I got here in time.
You certainly did. I'm so glad to see you. When I heard the stories about this gauntlet bearer, I knew we would cross paths again.
Well, a lot has happened. But let's get to someplace safe. We can catch up on the way.
So you went through all of that to find us?
That was the original plan, at least.
But now, you have this bigger mission. One that only you can accomplish. How much you've grown.
You are fighting with all you have, Tracker.
What choice do we have? What brings you here?
I'm working with the Knights of Bastingard to overthrow the Queen. And for that, I need to derail the Essence Blessing.
Overthrow the Queen? Is it really possible?
I didn't expect that.
I heard about corrupted essence in the mine. Is it true?
Look in the mine's depths. Maybe you can find the source.
Thank you. Rest now, all of you.
I will see it done.
Stay safe, and come back to us when you can.
Take care, Tracker.
You too. Once you've dealt with the Queen, we can talk more. I will need to help to secure this village.
So much has happened since I last saw her. Everything has changed.
You have outgrown her, outgrown your past. You wield the power of a god. The watchtower is gone. We can enter the mine. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand.
No, not useful.
This is not what we need. There is something nearby. We should search in the sand.
I need to keep searching.
This relic. It is from the war with Thelos. It is centuries old. It was made by humans to cut Thelos from their source of power, the essence.
Isn't essence the life of the land? What would corrupting it do?
Humans may sometimes make extreme decisions that later turn against them. It looks like there is an essence stone attached to the relic. It must be from the times of war, too. But it has nothing to do with the corruption. The relic is the source.
What would happen if we threw this into the kiln?
It would trigger a chain reaction in the essence, a surge of energy.
Is it dangerous?
Not for people, but I may be phased slightly by it. We will have to see.
Watch where you're going. The lower part of the city doesn't have the best reputation.
Please, don't! Then stay where you belong. Kneel.
The guards seem to be on edge.
This is the upper city. Do not loiter here.
Be our queen, ruler of the empire and voice of the...
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
I have the corrupted essence. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
I'll get this into the kiln. Then we will be off to the palace.
I'll send the signal to Kendra as soon as things start getting heated in the city. After all, she stuck me with a bird for that purpose. Might as well use it.
Who allowed this ruffian in the upper city?
Anyone will be punished who interrupts the essence blessing.
Do not disturb the enlightened in the spire. The essence blessing is underway.
Thelos, O everlasting blaze.
Destroyer of darkness and chaos. Make sure you do not... I have to wear my old clothes. They will let me in if they think I'm an unnamed.
Just once, I'd like to get killed.
What's this bloody ritual even for? Cleansing the essence? From what? To what end?
What is this? This should not be happening. Leave the chamber at once.
That did it.
Yes, it did.
What's wrong?
As I said, it is the essence. It is making me feel dizzy.
Let's get out of here quick then. We have to meet with a reef.
To the other priests. Something is wrong.
Perhaps
Anyone will be punished who interrupts the essence blessing.
This fruit is most delicious. What is it?
Where is Arif? We were supposed to meet here.
He's already stuck into the palace. You did a good job in there. Now hurry to the throne room. Our wishes be with you.
I saw a merchant the other day.
How long have we been doing this? I'm thirsty.
First, a butterfly.
I knew you would be causing trouble.
Morath.
Filthy unnamed.
Stand down, Captain.
My queen. But...
Leave us.
Hey!
Arif? What's going on?
Come, Gauntlet Bearer. We have much to talk about. The door will hold them, but we don't have much time. Listen, Gauntlet Bearer. I am on your side. I have always been.
Arif, did you know about this?
No, I only learned this just a few minutes ago. She knew I was coming.
I was the one who led your caravan into the cursed route, so someone would find the gauntlet. And you did. You found Niall. In fact, they must be here as we speak.
I do not think she is lying.
No matter what you did, we're here to take this city.
It is not mine to give, I am afraid. I am just a puppet, a symbol the people follow. Thelos, they are the one in control. Of the Watcher, of the Enlightened, and of Niall's eternal prison.
What?
As long as Thelos is in this world, there can be no freedom. Not for me, not for Niall, and not for any of the people of this world. With this gauntlet, you bear the responsibility to break us all free.
I will do it.
Thank you. There is a wraith outside. I freed it from Thelos' control. It will take you to Niall's true resting place. And to Valerie's.
Valerie?
Now, you must go. Quickly.
Hold on. We are here for a reason.
I know. I will surrender to the knights. Hopefully this will quench their thirst for revenge. But know that whatever I do, the people will fight. The faith in Thelos is sadly much stronger than I am. I will think of you and pray for your success.
Let's get this over with.
Would you look at the size of that thing?
All right. Easy.
Whoa!
This is it. The realm of Thelos.
What's it doing with the essence?
My prison. I am there. The essence strengthens it, keeps me locked inside. To keep me imprisoned, and Thelos in power.
All the destruction, the essence mining. For this?
We should move.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
Damned thing.
Wait!
Wait, is that...
No.
No, please, no. Valerie. I didn't want... No, please, no. No.
I am sorry.
This is where I have been all this time. Banished, punished, an endless struggle. Trapped, blind. Then Valerie woke me. I led her here, but it only killed her. She was not strong enough for my power. I did this. I wanted to escape my struggle, but I did not know how fragile humans were, how imperfect the gauntlet was.
She didn't give up on you, even at the end. She trusted the gauntlet would be our only hope. Then let's at least fulfill that hope. We will free everyone from Thelos.
Valerie has had the last piece of the gauntlet. Once we find the last shards, it will be complete.
And then to Thelos.
Yes. Come, let us take that piece, and with it, the memories of this place.
It is hard to imagine now that two gods once ruled in peace. Partners closer than family. But Thelos was afraid of humans. Of their curiosity, their creativity, their ambition, and how they would use it to make weapons. To them, freedom was little more than chaos. Unpredictable, uncontrollable, inefficient. Thelos rejected freedom for all humanity. They would embody order, control through the sharpened talon of the Wraith. All that opposed them were removed. And eventually forgotten. A constant flow of essence was needed to keep Niall contained. Thus, the essence ritual began.
This prison has held me for centuries, at the cost of so many lives who mined the essence. The gauntlet helped me resurface, slip away from the prison, but my whole being is still trapped there.
We'll get you out of there.
Perhaps. I have hope. For the first time in a long time. Thelos has to pay. We must go to their realm. A forbidden place, only accessible past the sundial. But the gauntlet needs its full power to crush its chains. Once we reforge the final piece with its shards, we may have a chance.
Look, this is one of the chains holding that wretched sundial, but it's too strong. I can't crush it.
We need to find the shards of the crush piece to get through these. I sense some nearby, but others are in Bastengar. We will need to revisit the sunken city and find them.
Gauntlet Bearer, it's you! Whew. When the door suddenly disappeared, I thought I had a new problem on my hands.
Don't worry, it's just me. Any news from the Knights?
Right. We have advanced on many key positions and taken the roads and temples. The commander set up a siege camp in front of Lethesta's gates. A few squads are trying to get to the sundial chains. It's a rough fight, but we persevere.
Good. It must fall. But that will require a power I do not possess. Not yet, at least.
I'll pass on your status to the others. Fight well, Gauntlet Bearer. Victory is close at hand.
With these new powers, we can finally crush all those gates and chests we saw.
Now to remember where they were.
Is that a knight that came to our village?
I heard the Knights started their siege of Lethesta, with their forces settling in these lands. Some of them could surely use your help.
Is it safe here?
Not really. This village needs protection.
I can talk to the Knights. They may be able to help.
Thank you.
Take care, Tracker.
You too. I will stay here and see how I can be of help.
An anvil. We can rest and grow stronger there. heartlands of the Kingdom of the Sun. These were once lush lands. Not anymore.
The mining of the essence has changed everything.
You are alive. When you did not return, we feared for the worst. We have laid siege to the city. Where is Arif?
Well, he'll be here soon.
That good for nothing. I hope he's there when we move into the city. We captured some of the guards. They claim the Queen surrendered.
Well, the thing with the Queen, it didn't go as planned. She's alive. She is on our side.
What?
She's not the enemy, Kendra. She got us to where we needed to be, and we now have the power to reach Thelos themselves.
I do not like changes in plans. You'd better know what you're doing.
I will destroy the sundial. Then we can storm Thelos' last bastion.
I place my trust in you, Gauntlet Bearer. We may yet change the world today.
Tracker is an old friend of mine. She used to work for the Knights. She wants to help.
You mean the Tracker? She was a knight when I was a girl.
She and others have defeated a watchtower, and they are up for more. Some will have to keep protecting the village, of course.
They'll need a shelter stone. Sadly, I can't spare one of ours. But one of our knights is researching one in the sunken city. We hope to restore some of them. If you can help him, you could strengthen the protection of the village, and Tracker can join.
I found Valerie. She didn't make it. I'm sorry.
Valerie, the Knights will remember her as a hero. As one of their own.
I wish to express my condolences. I feel responsible.
Niall, they are sorry. For your loss, for their part in it.
I accept their apology. I will mourn for Valerie when the time is right. When we will all allow ourselves to feel pain. But not now.
I'll take my leave.
See you on the other side of the sundial.
The spices of these lands are so tasteful.
Another group of knights. They must have fought hard.
It is nice having allies, is it not?
You should know your place, unnamed. What can you hope to accomplish?
Mora! You're being deceived. Thelos is using you.
He does not hear you.
You will not succeed! I will stop you!
You're welcome to...
Gauntlet Bearer, you're finally awake.
What happened?
You crushed the chains. The sundial fell. A wave of something rushed over us and knocked you out.
So that explains the pain.
Kendra ordered the troops to immediately move into the Black Alms. They are preparing for the final attack. I carried you here when I found you unconscious.
Thank you, Sarge. I need to follow Kendra and help her.
Be careful. The army was not harmed, but I feel a malicious presence from the sundial. Take this essence stone. Whatever is waiting for you up there, it should help you when you are surrounded.
Thank you. Thelos' wraiths will not stop me now that the goal is within my grasp. Let's not keep the others waiting.
This world is dying, sucked of its essence so you may reign. No more! This world rejects you!
I've missed your spark, little one. But I am the world. I am its one true God. You are nothing. A remnant of the outdated ideologies. Lost and alone.
I am no longer alone. We will finish this.
So, we meet again.
You're that hunter who gave us the peace.
I just hope Solia will be safe. I fear what the Knights might do to her.
Solia, the Queen. She is your master. I understand now. That's why you had the peace.
Long has she served Thelos. Did their bidding without showing how much it hurt her. In secret, she helped those who opposed them. Valerie, the Knights, and the other god. So she sent caravans near the gauntlet, hoping that eventually someone would pick up the gauntlet's voice. And this someone happened to be you.
I'll make sure the Knights treat her fairly, but nothing will erase what she did to them.
The priest order had more influence than she could ever contain. But Solia, she will never walk away from her sins. She wanted you to have this armor. Wear it proudly in the upcoming battle. Maybe we will meet again when all of this is over.
Thelos' realm. It has been an eternity since I have seen this.
You said the knights went ahead.
Yes, I respect their courage, but they will not have a chance against Thelos.
They won't fight alone. They have us. It's desolate.
This is what a land drained of essence looks like.
What are those lights?
I am not sure. They emanate a lot of power. Thelos is probably using them to protect themselves.
So we have to take them out.
Most likely. And this probably will not be easy. I also sense someone near the Watcher. I think it's that man, Morath. Thelos must have taken control of his mind and soul.
I almost pity him.
We should get to the Pillars of Light. They are the power source.
Let's talk to the knights and see what they found first.
Who was this woman?
A leader.
I miss you, sister. Every single moment of every single day.
I did not think so many would come. Are they not afraid to die?
They are probably more afraid of losing this fight than dying.
I am relieved to see you here, Gauntlet Bearer. We saw the explosion, but had to keep moving.
I see that you did your best. What can we do now?
We were somewhat unprepared, but we have no time to waste. My scouts can't get close to the central altar. There's a barrier of some sort. There are also two strange beams lighting the sky. From ruins in the east and from the swamp in the west. When you're there, perhaps you can check how my troops are doing. I hope they found out more.
I'll get going now.
We're counting on you, Gauntlet Bearer. This is it then. In a way, my entire life has been nothing but a preparation for the coming battle. I wish that were a comfort. I see fear in the women and men's eyes.
We'll help you in whatever.
Loss here
That's it.
means
Why couldn't
oblivion.
we send a few knights back with the
But
wounded?
worse still,
We need them here.
it means an end. To the knights. To revolution. For centuries to come. Without the Gauntlet Bearer, we would never have made it.
The battle was hard won, but the sacrifices were worthy.
Morale is still high. The Queen is in custody, and we march towards Thelos themselves.
Those ruins, I do not remember them.
They must have been built while you were in Thelos' prison.
I missed so much during my imprisonment. Once our mission is complete, I aim to fix that.
Your struggle is futile.
And your end inevitable. Come, let us end this. Thylos's barrier is no more. We have to do this. Everyone is counting on us.
Do you think the world will ever heal?
A world without...
There should... We took down the protection.
We have seen the flickering. I wanted to honor Valerie before all hell breaks loose. Would you join us?
Let's honor the fallen.
We are gathered here to honor the memory of a great warrior and scholar. My sister, Valerie Akila Taj. She was a woman of belief. In the cause, in her friends and family, in the power of things unseen. The gauntlet was her passion at the end. She believed in it, even when others did not. She was right. And she is the reason we stand upon the precipice of victory over tyranny. You were the best of us. Thank you, sister. And farewell.
She would have loved how the sea looks tonight.
At least she has seen it. Not everyone can. We have been in hiding so long. We almost forgot what is out there in the world.
So many people have died. Now we have to make sure it wasn't for nothing.
This is a new era for the Knights of Bastingar. And this era has a place for you, Arif.
You really mean that?
Yes. This is not about forgiveness. It's about our future.
Thank you. But first, we have to end this. And you. I didn't believe. Couldn't believe. But you are the best of us. And now? Now I believe.
You have lost so many souls, but you are not alone.
We will remain here. Keep the wraiths at bay. The rest is up to you. Good luck to the both of you. We'll be here when you are done.
We approach the end of our journey.
It has been long and tiring, but we will change the world. I know it.
I would like to say something. It has been... I mean... This journey was...
It's all right. I know.
Thank you, Gauntlet Bearer. This is it.
This is it.
We are united as one. We have honed our skills, perfected our partnership. I believe in you, Gauntlet Bearer.
Let us end this.
Fools! Inferior filth! You are too late! I have ascended!
Welcome, Niall. How small you have become. You should have stayed in your prison, old partner. grave. Foolish. Hardly even worth my time. Come to me, my servant.
What is happening?
Thelos requires a vessel to act on this earth. They are giving their everything to Morath. All of it.
You are just an unnamed. You have no right to stand here. You may think you have power, but the struggle is futile. made this world!
No! We made this world, and you destroyed it! I am your prisoner! No more! Let us end this, partner.
You don't need me. And I don't need this.
That is Stelos' source! Use it! Use it to destroy the Watcher!
What are you doing? Stop!
And with this, after centuries, the Watcher was destroyed. The prison crumbled. The essence cycle was broken. Niall was free. Free to breathe. Free to live. Free to rule. The unthinkable had happened. Thelos was defeated. They left this earthly plane. Their anger and oppression dissipated. The Wraiths left alongside their master. Change had come with the Gauntlet Bearer, who in but a short amount of time reshaped everything. Every person found themselves in a new world. A world in which they have yet to find their place. The Knights can show themselves now. We can become a force for good once more. I only hope I am up to the task. The Queen of 1,000 Years will not shape this world any longer. She will atone for her sins and accept her punishment. Will she live to reach the age for which she is known? Who can say? I do not know what the future holds for Niall. They rule over this world now. But how will they treat the people? Have they learned about them? The Gauntlet Bearer left the fight. But the Gauntlet remains, still brimming with the power of the gods. This world now has a future. Flowers will bloom where now desert exists. But if the winds change once more, the Gauntlet will call for a new bearer.